a lot of brands, when they first launch, they don't have a link profile, they don't have authority, they don't really rank that well in Google.
What mistakes do you see operators making time and time again?
So they don't really prepare in advance. If you're investing in sort of like TV ads or other marketing channels that are actually contributing to your search volume going up in Google, and affiliates are coming in and taking that, you're just wasting money.
Getting a Wikipedia link is like the gold standard, but it's really hard to stick.
If you can get one of them, it's great.
So if an operator's listening to us right now and losing brand SERPs, what's step one for them to do?
Step one would be to get in touch with us.
Yeah.
We can sort it out for them. Hello and welcome to the iGaming SEO show. Dylan, nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Ari.
How's
Back
it going?
again.
You all right?
All good. Busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
March.
March.
Mid-March actually already.
I know. I've just had some time off, so I'm back to it.
Good.
And feeling fresh, kind of. I had the cold. But yeah, all good. Things are going well. Good for Big Pond.
Yeah. We've been super busy, obviously, with the past couple of months. I feel January obviously is quite slow getting back, and
Yeah.
by mid-February it's the same too, and then it sort of kicks in and you get going again. So
Totally. And we've been doing a lot of work, obviously, for clients on the topic of today as well.
brand protection.
Brand protection in the iGaming space. It's a very important thing to do.
Yeah,
So we're going to be chatting about that.
let's get into it.
Let's do it. What do we actually mean when we say brand protection and iGaming SEO? Like, define the terms.
So brand protection means protecting your brand against other websites, typically affiliates, coming into the space and actually taking your traffic. So one of the biggest acquisition channels when it comes to launching a brand, whether it's a sportsbook or a casino, is affiliate marketing. And it's a way to actually quickly get traffic. You obviously pay for it in commission, or you do a CPA and a rev share or a tenancy. There's several different models, but it's a very effective way of actually launching your brand and actually getting traffic.
Yeah.
The issue is a lot of brands, when they first launch, they don't have a link profile, they don't have authority, they don't really rank that well in Google. They might rank for maybe a few of the brand terms, but it's easier for an existing affiliate with authority to actually come into the space and create a page. Typically, these pages are actually heavier on the content side, and it's easier for them to come up and rank for those branded terms as opposed to rank for a non-brand term. So yeah, we need to do as much as we can to actually protect branded rankings, and that's...
Yeah. It's obviously quite common, based on what you said, that affiliates outrank operators. Why is it such a big issue at the end of the day?
Because you're paying out a margin already to affiliates. It could be 30%, for example. And as an operator, you've also got all these other expenses. And you're essentially paying for them to rank for your own branded terms. They should be ideally introducing people that don't know your brand to your casino.
Yeah.
So it's an easy win for them. But for you, you're essentially wasting marketing budget because it's,
Could have been a user coming to you organically when they already knew your brand name, searched for you. However, the affiliate maybe looks like the official site, so someone clicks in and they take more money off you to get the lead.
And they do it with, they would rank a page and have maybe like a sort of CTA that it's very clickbaity.
Yeah.
And they would get all the clicks, get the FTDs, and you're essentially paying them for your own branded traffic.
Yeah.
So it is a problem.
Absolutely. And we see it a lot for a lot of our clients we do a lot of work in this area, and affiliates outranking the actual brand. Like, why does that happen a lot of the time?
Usually comes down to websites that have been live and have built up authority over years.
Yeah.
And it's easy for them to put up a piece of content, and especially if it's a newer brand that doesn't really have a profile online, not a lot of traction, they can easily rank for that. They can appear, page 1, top 3 within a couple of days.
So it's obviously the link profile strength is kind of their competitive edge to undercut you.
That and also content. A lot of the newer sites, the newer platforms are all JavaScript. And it's difficult for Google to actually index those sites in a lot of instances. Whereas affiliates are usually quite, SEO friendly in that sense, and they can go very heavy on the content side.
Yeah. In that kind of area, like, what mistakes do you see operators making time and time again when it comes to this type of exercise?
So they don't really prepare in advance. You could easily prepare in advance by 2 or 3 months. So at the point that you actually launch, you have a website that has some traction, and you can easily do that by simply having a welcome page with a bit of content, a bit of information about what you're launching. You could start the link building at that point before you even activate affiliates. So when you get to the launch date and the point you're actually activating affiliates, you have some profile in place and some links pointed back to your website and some content, some history there in Google to protect you from affiliates actually coming in and taking your traffic.
Building on that, I think that another important planning step would be to think about your online footprint ahead of time. What do you want it to look like?
Yeah.
Where do you want it to be? You need to be on all the right sites. And that's where the kind of concept of entity SEO comes in, where you want to create an entity of your brand online that's very clear, concise, and identifiable for Google and also users. They can see that you're consistent across the internet and you're the official one. And that's obviously really important when you want to show that you're the official one versus an affiliate site.
Absolutely.
So in the planning stages, even if you don't have a proper optimized site up yet, you might be building links to a page, as you said, but you could even start building social media profiles.
Yeah.
And putting that groundwork in so that when your site is live, you can instantly start promoting it on socials, and your socials are in place and have them linked in your website as well. So it kind of sets all that groundwork up ahead of time.
That's a really good point, because social media channels and I guess Trustpilot and websites like that, they already have a lot of authority anyway, and they rank. So you can go and build a profile, and that could be protecting a spot on page 1, for example.
Yeah, exactly. Thinking of your ideal SERP where your official site's ranking top, you're dominating all the real estate with your social media profiles and everything. What does it actually cost though if an operator was to be outranked by an affiliate for their brand terms? What is the actual cost?
I think it's just a lot of wasted marketing spend. And the thing is, taxes are going up in a lot of these countries. Then you're paying out 30% to or more to affiliates. And then you have a list of other things that you need to pay out as an operator.
Yeah.
So it's not really worth it. It's wasted media spend. And if you're investing in sort of TV ads or other marketing channels that are actually contributing to your search volume going up in Google.
That's a good point.
And affiliates are coming in and taking that. You're just wasting money.
You're getting more brand awareness, which is what you want, and then people search for it, and it's affiliates that are coming up and stealing
you're buying it back.
Yeah,
you're buying it twice.
You're paying out to them. Yeah. SEO is obviously a longer term strategy, which you want to do in a sustainable way, so that you can almost become equal to the affiliate sites in terms of link profile, and then just dominate your own kind of SERPs. How do you think all of this affects paid media in terms of cost per acquisition and overall brand control?
So yeah, that could affect the cost too, because you're essentially, again, if you don't control your organic footprints for the first few results, you're relying on paid search, and you're relying on paying money out to Google Ads or other things to actually protect that.
Yeah.
Whereas if you plan in advance and if you invest probably like a fraction of what you would invest in Google Ads and any other channels, you could basically protect that. You know, because it's not going to be as expensive as non-brand SEO. You're not trying to rank for like casino or anything like that. You're trying to rank for your own brands. It should be pretty straightforward, and it is if you have like a plan in place.
Yeah. It's all about planning,
Exactly.
And involving everyone in decisions as well, like not doing stuff in silos, making sure that SEOs are on the same page as like web developers.
Yeah.
There's so much that can go wrong where someone makes a wee choice to like edit a URL or something and it screws up all your link building efforts or your internal linking. Yeah. It's pretty high stakes for like little tiny errors.
It is. And you obviously do get brands that get it right from the start, but like you see a lot of them that don't. And it even comes down to decisions that you make, like picking the right platform. That could be one of the things. Or speaking to your platform developers and to your team and basically giving them your plan and asking them to actually provide feedback and, you know, maybe like a plan on what they can do from their end to actually make the whole process more SEO friendly.
I think an interesting thing we've been seeing doing this actual work for like a new client, they work with their platform provider to like ask them if they can provide a certain page on the website, and they might even say no to them, and they're like, we need that page though for SEO protection. For example, a reviews page.
Yeah.
So you want to start protecting like your brand name reviews as a search term.
Yeah.
If you've got nothing on your website that can rank for that, then how can you protect it against like affiliates creating reviews pages to like capture that traffic?
Yeah.
So we see that a lot where, as you said, it's important to work with the platform provider to make sure they can do everything with SEO considered rather than just like saying no to you.
100%, because they might be looking at UX or other things,
exactly,
but not taking SEO into consideration. And it's always like a balance. There's obviously, we might be looking at things purely from an SEO point of view, but I do understand there's a balance. You need to look at UX, you need to look at other channels. But I think it is quite important to have that protection in place from day one.
Absolutely. So in an ideal world, what should your operator's brand SERP look like?
So ideally what you want is obviously to rank first page, number one for all your brand terms, the core ones. And if you can achieve obviously the main SERP to have the site links, so you can actually take up a lot of the page one real estate. Then you want to have things like Trustpilot. That usually ranks really well. It's usually second or third for brand terms. Again, if they click on that, they can actually see reviews. Obviously, ideally, you want to have good reviews.
I know, yeah.
And so that could be a tricky one. But if they click on Trustpilot, that should go to your website too. And then you can have things like social media, profiles ranking. If you are a bigger brand, you could have like a knowledge graph. You could have, you know, maybe AI overviews actually coming into like ranking there too. Yeah, you want to be able to control as many assets as possible on page one. So if affiliates want to actually snoop in and take traffic, you want them to be like at least below the 5th or 6th results.
Yeah. And you have to think about things as in people will be looking these up on mobile. So your mobile screen is a lot real estate shrunken down. So it's like 100%. What can actually fit in the very top bit. And Google always varies in terms of how many results it even shows on page one. Like it can vary search by search. So you need to just dominate the top ones as best as you can.
And in some cases you need to do that per country too. Obviously if you're targeting different countries, and we've seen it like an example that we had earlier was a brand that's targeting several different countries, but they don't really have the right international SEO set up at the moment. So in that case, we're actually going and building microsites in different languages to rank for branded terms.
Yeah.
So that's actually a good tactic too. You want to be able to secure the main domains per country.
Yeah.
And maybe like a few other variations. It's not going to cost you a lot, but it's going to save you a lot of money in the long term because affiliates go and buy them.
Yeah.
And in some cases, what they do, they don't even drive the traffic to yourself. They just use your position and then they drive the traffic to another casino.
Yeah. Great. Positive.
Yeah, it's quite cheeky. But
yeah, just a bit.
It's gambling, so it's...
True, yeah. We're working with what we're working with.
This is the industry we're in.
Exactly. Which pages as an operator do you think the kind of like core pages that should be made to protect like the kind of standard like searches around your brand?
Yeah, so we have a brand protection audit that we do. And just from memory there, we have obviously the homepage. You have a login sign-up page.
Yeah.
So that targets login, sign-up, sign-in. Those are big things that, again, affiliates target. And they will typically have a page with screenshots and content explaining how to sign up and log in. Then you have reviews. You have maybe the different variations. So if it's casino and sportsbook, it would be brand plus casino, brand plus sportsbook. And you can maybe even have countries too in that. So yeah, any variation of your brand plus something.
Yeah.
And then obviously one of the really important ones is bonuses, promotions, casino, welcome bonuses, cashback, anything to do with an offer. That is something that affiliates actually go in and do quite well out of that.
Another one is legit. Is this casino legit? Is it safe? There's always searches around that we see come up. And even if it might not be getting a lot of volume now because you're a new brand, you almost have to predict that people will search for that in the future.
That is true. And it is quite clickbaity. I do remember an affiliate that used to rank very well, like second, third spot for multiple brands. And it was called something like Scam or Not. And that the title was, is this casino a scam or not? Or so like you look at that and it's quite clickbaity.
Yeah.
It worked really well. I think it's still going actually. Yeah.
So it's not a scam.
It's not the affiliate is definitely not a scam. It's a pretty good
business
operation.
Model.
Yeah.
Making someone rich.
Yeah.
How important are site links, internal linking, architecture, all that type of like internal things to your site?
Super important, obviously, for SEO in general. But obviously, if you can generate those site links for branded terms, you're taking up 2 or 3 positions. And as you said, on mobile, you know, it doesn't take a lot. So you're essentially protecting yourself very, very well and can achieve that with a good structure in place and internal links and obviously external links too, like pointing to key pages. That's important.
Absolutely. I was going to say on external links, you can almost, they can have a better effect on like certain parts of your website if your internal linking is right.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're creating content hubs or internally linking all like relevant pages together, then the links that you're building to maybe like the folder will then have a better effect on all the pages underneath it. So internal linking is as important as well for...
Completely agree with that, because you could be pointing a lot of really good quality links to the root domain, for example, but if your internal linking structure is not optimized, then
it's not going to trickle down everywhere in the right way.
You're just not getting the benefit for the deeper pages.
100%. What role do links play, in your opinion, for brand protection specifically? So, external links.
Yeah, I think very, very important.
Yeah.
Unless you're in a market that doesn't have that many affiliates, if you're maybe going after different channels, if you're not really activating affiliates, then probably not as important.
Yeah.
Because you can get away with like maybe even a few links and ranking your brands if you're not really interested in SEO at all. But if you are activating affiliates, I think you need to start investing in links from ideally 2 to 3 months before you launch.
Yeah.
Having like as I said, a welcome page in place. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, we do link building, brand protection all the time. It's been a bigger part of what we do, so it is really interesting to see the effect that it actually just does have still. Like, a lot of SEOs can argue about links importance and that, but they still are absolutely vital to like moving the needle and staying up there.
And it's the same with all these new search engines.
Of
ChatGPT, Gemini, all these engines rely on actually backlinks too.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's going away.
Absolutely. And as I said previously, you consider it as like a footprint overall, like a digital footprint. So you don't just think of links as in like on like guest post websites and things like that. You need to think of links from all the right platforms and channels that Google trusts.
Yeah.
Whether it's like Web 2.0s or social channels, obviously.
Yeah.
Getting a Wikipedia link is like the gold standard, but it's really hard to stick.
If you can get one of them, it's great. But as you said, I mean, a lot of these links are free.
Yeah.
It's as you said, it's not so much like the SEO value, but it's Google actually looking at you and realizing you're a real brand. You're listed on all these different networks, and you tick a lot of boxes, and also at the same time you're taking up positions on page one, so it's a win-win. What I do say to new brands coming into the space too, because it can be overwhelming sometimes when they come to us and basically say you need to have profiles on 10 social media sites, 3 review sites, all these citations. But what I say to them is, we can just build an initial profile so you have that presence. You don't have to be active on all of them. It's unrealistic. You might be active on maybe 1 or 2 websites initially as a small team, or even as a big team.
Yeah.
But if you have that initial profile, that ticks a lot of boxes, and then down the line you can start becoming more active. You can have a plan in place to post content, and it could be part of your strategy.
And make sure you link to your website and your socials.
That's super important.
It's easy to miss out, to be honest. Like to have all your details in place, and it eventually can all filter through to like your knowledge graph and things. Do you know what I mean? It all ties in together. Can operators realistically push affiliates down without starting wars with them? Quite controversial, but
I think you can. Using the same methods. So one of the things that we've seen recently is not affiliates, but like black hats mainly. We've actually seen a lot of black hats actually come in and use like Parasite SEO and using like Trustpilot, for example, to rank. And because it's so effective, and Trustpilot has like a massive link profile. So as an operator, you can actually do the same. So what we're doing at the moment, and we're doing this for a brand that I think 1 or 2 months before they launched, they already had other Parasite microsites ranking for their own brand terms. And what happened is they went and registered similar domains. They ranked them. They built websites through Claude, like really simple AI websites.
Which is crazy in itself.
And they just rank in position 1 and 2 and send the traffic to rival casinos. So we're at a point where we're actually launching this brand, and we're actually going and doing the same. So we're building the main URL equity in Google when it comes to links and authority and ranking it. But we're also building quite a lot of microsites in a better way than what they have done.
They're like
ranking them too and pushing them down. So you could do that. You could also do your socials and, as you said, any sort of website that you can get a profile on. You can do that. And as an extra, if you really want to push things down, you can actually start building links to those social profiles or Trustpilot or all these different websites that you can rank. You can rank them even higher and displace affiliates.
I know it's an interesting thing to watch. Like it all just ties in,
Yeah.
and it's like, yeah. How would you prioritize brand protection alongside non-brand growth? Doing that eventually.
Yeah, I mean, I would always start with like the brand protection aspect if you're going heavy with affiliates and activating affiliates. And then you want to start building maybe a bit of long tail in the background, or maybe finding a position in the market and finding a niche that you can actually go in and start taking market share, and eventually you can own it. I think it's very difficult when you go in from day one to a brand and basically say, right, we're going to rank for sports betting
Yeah,
or
casino.
slots, or it's just not going to happen.
No.
So you want to build that slowly, and that builds up obviously the confidence too.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
if you can drive growth through non-brands within the first year, say, then you can actually start building that channel up, and then you can eventually go after bigger budgets. And
Yeah, it justifies more like link spend,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. It's all about like picking the right battles, I guess,
yeah,
that you think you can actually move the needle on, so that the client buys in.
you want to be focused on maybe like a niche that you can actually go in and you've spotted a gap that you can actually own, and build it up in that sense. Unless you have a crazy budget, which
Yeah,
usually doesn't.
a lot of people don't.
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
No. Do operators need a separate link strategy for brand protection?
I don't think so.
No.
No, I think if you're doing SEO, it's part of your remit. You're going to protect brands. You're going to get that done. You're going to take that off,
Yeah.
and then you move into non-brand. If you're not planning on doing SEO though, and you're doing affiliates and streamers, and you're relying on people actually Googling your brands, and that search volume is going up, then you do need to have like a brand protection budget.
Yeah.
Which is not going to be the same as a non-brand campaign. It's not going to be as expensive, but you need to have a budget there that's going to be going in monthly.
Yeah, absolutely. The more buzz you get around your brand, the more
That's it.
not enemies, but like competition you're going to get for page one.
Yeah.
Mentions.
Exactly.
Should operators be building links directly to brand pages?
Yeah. I mean, depending on the platform that you're on and depending on the assets that you have, you could do that. Yeah. You want to be protecting, obviously, the core brand terms. Things like brand term plus login, review, sign up, and maybe all the different variations of the subcategories like casino, live casino, roulette, blackjack, sports betting, all the most common things that people would look for, and obviously bonuses and cashback. So yeah, if you don't have branded pages in place, that's something that you do need to build.
Yeah.
Or somebody will take that traffic.
Based on what we were talking about earlier, the kind of idea of being on all the socials as well as building your more traditional kind of SEO, guest posts, things like that, would you say that either one has more importance or more weight in today's kind of SERP environment?
I think my answer to that would be you want to be doing both.
Everywhere, what is it? Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yeah, that's the answer.
Yeah.
If you can. But as I said before, you don't have to be active on all of these platforms. It is almost impossible if you're like a new brand coming into the space to be active on everything. Like you're
just strapped for time.
You need a team of people to actually do that. But you could have a plan in place where you can actually build profiles on all these different websites, and you can be active on one or two initially. And then you can focus on your link building, and then you have like a nice balance of everything.
Absolutely. And when it comes to all this, like, what's the fastest win you've ever seen in terms of brand protection?
Fastest win, one they're actually doing at the moment. Because the website hadn't launched, we essentially went and built a microsite to actually rank and protect the brand before it even launched.
Yeah.
And because the main website was also on like heavy JavaScript, it would be quite difficult for us to actually push changes through. We just ranked a plain HTML website.
Yeah.
It's quite easy to rank, and you can build links to it, and you've got an asset that you can actually use forever.
Yeah. Do you think there was a certain reason why that happened?
It's basically us being very, very quick to actually do things. Because with these things, sometimes it's you have to run through managers, you have to get permission, you have to build a case. Whereas with smaller teams, it's quite good sometimes because you're very fast at actually doing things.
Cutting in at the right time.
Yeah.
So, should operators, in your opinion, ever work with affiliates that are ranking for their brand?
Yeah, obviously you don't want to piss them off too much if they're also delivering non-brand traffic.
Yeah.
But I think you need to have like obviously guidelines in place, and a lot of programs do. So yeah, again, there's a balance there. In some cases, there might not be a lot that you can do because they're actually giving you a lot of non-brand traffic.
Yeah.
Which is converting quite well. But in that case, brand protection should be actually doing the work and not interfering too much with the affiliates, but just indirectly pushing them down.
Yeah.
Page one.
Do you think it's ever worth taking legal action or trademark enforcement when it comes to it?
I mean, I've never been involved with that kind of stuff.
No.
I just think, again, that could take a while. I know that you can do things when it comes to, and it is like a black hat tactic too. They can lodge copyright, what's it called? It's a DMCA.
Oh yeah.
I think. We've never been involved in anything like that, obviously.
Yeah.
Ideally, I'd like to avoid that. I like to control things and not having to go through a third party or someone else to.
Absolutely. It's kind of like a last resort, isn't it?
Last resort, but
depends what country you're in, I suppose, as well.
Yeah.
With like copyright laws or not trademark laws and stuff in different countries.
Different laws. I know that happens a lot with casinos that are actually really popular and ranking on page one. It hasn't happened to us yet,
right?
Because we do have a couple of brands that are on page one for really, really prominent keywords. But I have heard of a situation where it's happened and they launch a DMCA and essentially your site gets taken down, and by the time you actually get it back up, you've lost a bunch of players, and it's usually at peak times too, so it's quite sneaky.
Very sneaky. Do you actually think that brand protection can be overdone?
No.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so. You can, obviously, when you get to a point where you're well protected, you can start investing into other things and keeping an eye, obviously, having a rank tracker.
Yeah, like maintaining
things, yeah.
So if an operator's listening to us right now and losing brand SERPs, what's step one for them to do?
Step one would be to get in touch with us.
Yeah.
We can sort it out for them. No, but I mean, yeah, I think you need to maybe map out all the different keywords and all the different areas where you're actually losing traffic to affiliates, and then come up with a plan and come up with a strategy to defense, basically. And yeah, you want to look at your technical side. You want to make sure that your website is actually indexed and found, and then look at your content. Maybe you're missing some key pages that you need in place, and then also look at your link side.
Deal with it query by query, like what we've talked about. So like your brand reviews, login, like do you have all those pages? Make sure you're like covering everything. And
then coming up with a plan of how to actually build link equity and build all the assets to be able to protect against affiliates.
Absolutely. How long does it usually take, like proper brand protection SEO?
Initially, when you don't have affiliates sort of competing against you, it could be pretty quick. You could actually rank very well within, a space of a couple of weeks. The issue is when you activate affiliates and bigger websites with bigger profiles actually come into the space. And at that point, they can actually, they can outrank you. They can maybe rank second, but have maybe a better CTA. So I'd say you want to invest in it for at least 6 to 8 months to build up that link equity. and then maybe evaluate things, see how you're actually doing, and either renew or start investing in other things.
The final thing I wanted to ask is it a one-off fix in your opinion or an ongoing strategy?
I'd say it's an ongoing strategy, especially if you're growing and going into different markets. It's an ongoing strategy until you get to the point where you have a decent enough link profile that's going to protect you from affiliates outranking you. Obviously, if you want to move into non-brand SEO after that, that just like enhances it and keeps building that profile and keeps helping you.
It's what we said about maintenance at a certain point.
Yeah.
Instead of going all in on just brand protection.
I'd say it used to be a one-off years ago, but now these days you need that in place.
Yeah, there's too many websites that could outrank you on page one, in terms of where content could come from.
Yeah.
Brilliant. It was a great discussion.
Good to catch up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and we've got a few more episodes coming out soon.
Exciting.
We're going to have some different guests just to break it up a wee bit, so it's not just the two of us or
People
me, you,
get
and
sick
Alan.
of our faces.
I know, exactly. But yeah, it's going to be good. We're going to be talking about some exciting things.
Awesome.
So thanks for tuning
for
in.
listening,
And if you like the content, you can subscribe. That
Share
helps
it.
us. Obviously, we want to grow the channel. It's in its infancy at the moment. But yeah, thanks for watching.
Cheers.